Hi guys, Avit is back with another AVPL News Roundup podcast. Now obviously I'm on my own today, and that is because I just wanted to get this done and sorted. Now as you can see, I'm on the AVPL website. It is a traditional engine website, but as you can see at the top there, we do have our own domain, which I had from the very first time from AVPL. Now guys, there's been a lot of controversy in the community, a lot of accusations, a lot of things said that shouldn't be said, a lot of things shared that maybe should have kept private, and you know, there's been a big divide in the PS4 community yet again. Now I want everybody to know that is watching this video, likers, haters, you know, it's gonna happen. You're gonna dislike the video if you're from somewhere else. You're gonna like the video if you're from AVPL. That's standard. Now, my intention was always to provide PS4 players somewhere else to play, and obviously a lot of the credit should go to VFL because that's where it all started. That's where all the ideas come from, and I'm partly to blame for all these wannabes setting up other engine websites, and I'm gonna take the blame for that, guys. I'm not saying I'm taking the credit, because it's not credit. It's not what I wanted. It really isn't. I just wanted people to have another option, but obviously everybody else that's now made another engine website is going to say the same thing, which is understandable. People from VFL say that people come to AVPL because they can't keep up the pace in VFL. Yes, VFL is a very high standard and they have a lot of experience. It's unfortunate at the moment that they can't get on their website, but they're still doing their internationals and things like that, so props to them. But we are now seeing that people are leaving AVPL to go to another website because they're not winning. Guys, I took over West Brom, and I haven't had time to manage the team. I haven't had time to trial players properly. I've thrown players together that are willing to play for me, and I thank them very much. I'm in the bottom three, guys. I'm going to get relegated. It's tough. It's really, really tough, and I've been finding it really hard because if you don't put the dedication into your team and working on things that need to be ironed out, problems, positions, trying to get a full 11, you're not going to win games, and I've found that out, and it's been a harsh shock to me. I'm going to be doing myself no favours whatsoever to be where I am with West Brom. The likelihood is we are going to get relegated, and I'm just going to apologise to my team for that, but I took over West Brom with not really the intention of being a manager this season, and hand on heart, I've got to say, I've just not been fully committed to being a manager. All my commitment has been to keeping the website running smoothly, and my team suffered for that. But I'm still doing it. I'm still playing. I'm still trying to get my team together, and I'm still trying to keep my team together, guys. Now, all I ask is that if you want to play in the best leagues, you've got to expect defeats. Do you know what I mean? And that is the bottom line of it. If you want to go and be top scorer in another league, go and be top scorer in another league. You know, it's probably because it's more your standard. Okay? Now, that's all I can say, guys. Now, I just hope you all understand that the community would be better in one place. I'm not going to say that I want to merge with anyone or anything. AVPL is here. AVPL is staying where it is. But, like I said, I don't want a war. There's no need for a war, but you've got to realise that none of us are going to have a stable league while there's so many of us about. Anyway, let's move on a bit and let's give you a bit of information. Tonight, obviously, is Wednesday. It is the League Cup final between Leeds, so well done to them against Aston Villa. Against all the odds, they're not having a great season in the league at the moment. The results are a bit up and down, but they've managed to get to the final. So the final tonight will be with Leeds, Aston Villa. Good luck to both of you. Thanks ever so much for participating, and you've both been great managers as well. Now guys, I just want to go through a few things that we're doing here, and like I said, I'm not afraid to give VFL credit for some of the things that we're doing, because that's where everything started, guys. But the reason we're doing this is because people from there, come here, have asked if we can supply the same things. So it's not a case of trying to lure people over by doing the same things as them. It's a case of some of the members are coming over and they're asking, can you do this, can you do that, just like the VFL. So we'd be silly not to. And obviously the main one is obviously rosters and the Power 10. Now the Power 10 obviously comes from, originally from the World of Athletics. The idea come from the World of Athletics. It's all about stat gathering for specific positions and basically events. Now the idea, the system is basically pretty similar to the VFL, but I've got to say props to them, because I've been trying to do this table and do these leagues on my own, and it's a nightmare, because the more games people play, the more people qualify, the more points they're getting, and you have got to go through every player in that position, guys, and it's an absolute ball ache. I'm not gonna lie. So what I want to quickly do, guys, is just quickly go through the BPL fixtures and tables. You can see on the whole. So there's the current table at the moment. Congratulations to Manchester United. They're sitting top of the league. At Manchester City, my bad, because I'm staring at Manchester United. Manchester City, against all the odds, a new manager. He's lost players, he's gained players, he's worked his squad amazingly. He's done really well, and I do believe when we get there, I will show that he's been manager of the week 2 weeks running now. So it reflects his position, and I will show you how manager of the week, manager of the season is calculated, guys. But Liverpool are up there, they're sticking at it. But props to Manchester United. I played a pre-season game with pre-season tournament with them, and I fared for them. But look at what Ratter has done there. Absolutely amazing. Only lost one game, got to the League Cup semi-final, and yeah, just props to you. And there you can see, look, down in 19th place is myself with West Brom. I took over after 2 games, but like I said, guys, this is what happens when you can't give your team commitment. Your team will suffer, and if you're not prepared to put in the effort that's needed to be a manager, or are able to put in the effort to be a manager, in my case, it's not that I'm not prepared to, you've got to expect defeats. Now, yeah, we've had a lot of unlucky results, but we've not played well in hardly any of the games. Our only win comes against Newcastle, and that was quite a comfortable win, to be fair, 3-0. The reason I'm not doing videos, guys, is obviously because I just don't have the time. I've put out my first Pro Lookalike last night for about 2 weeks. Last night, it's the first time I've really sort of thought I need to do a video. But obviously I realised that my channel is what's going to help my website thrive, so we need to be getting information out there as well, guys. So anyway, just going over to a player count. You might see the player count here. Now this is how we work out our manager's table. Basically, for every game a team plays, we count the players that they've used, and then that score will be added to their league table for the managers, and then they get a bonus 10 points for every 11 they use. Now guys, this is the crucial point, okay? Look at all them goals. All them goals means that team had 11 players that many times in a game. So that is what impresses me, and that's why it's really good to monitor things like that. So well done to all the managers. You know, I think there's a couple of managers that have never had 11 for their own reasons, I presume. Some people are cliquey and they like to just keep players together that they know. But look at Arsenal, 11 every game. Leicester, look, every game but one. You know, this is props to you managers for getting these players out. Again, West Ham, look, same. Every game but one, 11 players. Now, you can't tell me that's a dead league, boys. Anyway, moving on. go back to this site, and now obviously we'll show you the championship. The championship is a very, very strong league, guys. I'm pretty sure the top 4 in this league could do very, very well in the Premier League. Probably definitely top half of the table. But there you can see Charlton are top of the league. They're doing really well. They've had some really, really good results. But look at the goals conceded, guys. 7 goals conceded. You know, and this is a tough league, guys. Millwall, Fulham, Wolves, Middlesbrough, Leeds. Well, Leeds are even in the cup final tonight. And look, they're 6th. That tells you the competitiveness of the league. Now we go to the player count, and these ones are not being bronzed out or gold out, made gold, because basically I like to give my admins responsibility. So one of my other admins is in charge of this. But again, look at the 11s. Look at the 11s, guys. Yes, there's not as many, but look, Fulham, Charlton, Burnley even, do you know, Wolves. Really, props to you guys. Really, it's really good stuff. Honestly, I'm just really proud of all the managers getting out this many players every week. Anyway, so now we'll go back and we'll look at the managers table, guys. And as you can see, Miller is top of the manager of the week again, so congratulations to him. That's 2 weeks running for him, and he's actually now managed to get himself top of the overall table. Now the way this is worked out, guys, is it goes on how many games that manager's played, not the team, the manager. How many team of the week team of the season points he has. That should be season points, I believe that is there. Yeah, tots. He should be tots points. How many tots points he's got on his roster for himself. How many players he's used. Then his league table stats. And then how many times he's used 11 players, because you get an extra 10 bonus points. This is all designed, guys, to encourage people to try and use 11, especially if they want to get recognition as a manager. And there you can see, look, Miller, 14 out of 15 games he's used 11 players. This is all how many times they've used 11, guys. You know, and that's good. I mean, that myself, I've only used 11 3 times. That's how I'm struggling. But props to you, managers. So we now go to the championship. Now the championship, this week it was done over 2 weeks because it was a week behind. So Mr. Steal Your Bay will come first for the weekly scores, with Wazakhan coming second at Millwall. And then obviously the overall table, as you can see there, Mr. Steal Your Bay is comfortably top with Millie Collett at Wolves in second place. So well done to all you guys. Again, like I said, it's worked out exactly the same way. It's the amount of games the manager has played, then his team of the season points, players used, then his league standing results, then how many times he's used 11. And then you can see, look, Mr. Steal Your Bay is used 11, 12 times, and he's reaping the benefits, because look, guys, look, he's comfortably clear in the overall standings. So well done to you, Mr. Steal Your Bay. So now, guys, we're going into the controversial bit now. Obviously, we all know where this idea's come from. It's because it's what people wanted, guys. So I am going to go through it and explain what we're doing with it. And it is the Power 10. And there are the goalkeepers' Power 10. Now, the score system, I believe, is very similar to VFL. It's because it's what people wanted. What we do, though, guys, is if you're top 3, you'll get an award each week. You get a gold star for first, silver for second, bronze for third, and you get that every week that you're in them positions. So the players have a sign beside their name to say, whoa, he was top 3 Power 10, at least 1, 2, 3, however many stars he's got. And that is just a quick visual so that you can see that that player got Power 10, but not only did he get Power 10, he was top 3. So currently at the moment, Nurki is top, but joint top really is Super Totw for the goalkeepers. So well done to you two. Now moving on to the defenders. Penhill, I think he gained most of his points from Leicester, and I think Leicester should take some of the credit for that. He since moved to Man City, who have since moved up the table, so any coincidence? Probably not, because he's a great defender. Then Trigger M, one of my original boys, is in second place. And then Greek God Plato at Leicester. Leicester started off the season amazing, they really did. And yeah, that's how the defenders, and we've got a Rooney down the bottom there. Strange one, but there you go, he's there. So guys, that is the defence. And now we move on to the defensive mids. And there you go, Leicester's two defensive mids are basically dominating the table. But we've got West Ham's Darth Vader, who's pushing very hard. Z Mental Jarl at Man United, I know, is a very, very class player. Very impressed with him when we played against them. And then obviously Joshy Boy, he's pushing up close for the top 3. So guys, look at that. Ginge is absolutely smashing it at the moment. And what you got to remember, guys, is it's position relevant. And if you're not using a CDM position, you can't claim clean sheets and things like that. Okay, guys. I decided not to go for goals against, guys. The reason I didn't go for goals against is because CDMs don't get goals against on the roster. So I decided that they won't get goals against on Power 10. So moving on to attack and mids. At top, you can see WP Robin. He's comfortably top. His stats may have been slightly inflated by the fact that he did play a couple of games as striker. But he's played 90% of his games as an attack and mid, so that is why he's in the table. And then we've got DWR at Newcastle and Captain Mac at Bournemouth. It's Tumnus, I know, has missed 3 or 4 games recently, so that's why he's dropped down the table a bit, but he's still there, still in contention. Obviously, lads, we're now going into the last weekend, so it's going to be interesting. So now moving on to the forwards, guys, and there you can see it. The Manchester City manager is sitting top of the strikers. Rata and Stimo are top scorers, but look at that, guys. That's the interesting thing. Now, you can't tell me that this is an easy league. Well, we know it's not an easy league because people are losing because they're leaving because they're losing. But no striker has got even a 1-in-1 goal ratio, not one. And I've got a striker that was second joint top scorer in another league. He's struggling to get goals in this league, guys. That's just the difference in the competitiveness. But there you can see, look, Carlos, you all know him very well, only got 6 goals, but they're in the top 5. So it just shows you guys, you know, how teams are setting up and how well they're doing. So well done to Miller and Rata and Memphis. Obviously, you make the top 3 in the Power 10. Now, guys, this is where the bad news comes. There you can see I've got Power 10 second tier, but the problem is that the Power 10 second tier has only got 14 teams. So the same names keep coming up, and I keep spending time and time just going through the names, and the same ones keep coming up. So unfortunately, we are going to be dropping, for this season anyway, Power 10 second tier, because it's so time consuming at the moment. If I can come up with another system, I am now seeking advice how to get it automated. If I can get it automated, it shouldn't be a problem. But at the moment, it's just taken too long, and I'm not being able to spend enough time on the website, guys. And then finally, this is something we're looking into. It's behind because of the automated system that we were going to have on joystickplay.com. And that is why this wasn't updated, because all the stats went to joystickplay.com. I can't show you that at the minute because basically the site is not active. But there you can see after 9 games, Ginge was the highest point scoring player. And there you can see, and basically this was for all the players, guys. All the players. And there you can see it all the way down, and then I then split them up into goalkeepers. But you got to remember this. Obviously, this is the average of how many games played divided by how many points scored. So then that gives them a game average. And then defenders, and then defensive mids, attacker mids, and then attackers. And that is something that was taken over off of me because it was so time consuming, and it was going to be on the Joystick Play website. He had done all the stats for me, and unfortunately something's gone wrong, and so now these are all behind and I've got to go through them all again, guys. But it's easy enough to do. It can be done easily, but that's what we're looking to do. We want to give people stats to look at, because we know how much you all want to look at stats, but you can see that it's quite far behind, to be honest with you. Well, it's a full week behind. But anyway, guys, what I'm going to do now is show you the team of the week and wrap up this podcast. So first up, we've got the championship. So this is Avpl Championship Team of the Week 3, and there you can see it. So well done to all of you guys. Obviously you've got Glenn Sophie in goal, AVFC Nathan left centre back, Mr. Stilio Bay right centre back, KSI Ole DEBT at left back, Taja Razukic at right back, Spudder CDM, Dembufel second CDM, Lamb we have Hydrosai, Ram we have Colby, striker we have Gozzi, and then Suarez completes the lineup. And then well done to all you on the bench: Mini Collar, Alpha Male, It's Monkey, That Beast Joho, Berda, Casillas, and Cedric. Well done to all you guys. Now let's move on to the Premiership Team of the Week 3. So here you can see the Premiership Team of the Week 3. Well done again to all you guys. Now guys, just to emphasise, some of you are not 100% certain. The way we do it is you cannot be starting 11 2 weeks running, but you can go from bench to starting 11, but you can't go from starting 11 to bench 2 weeks running, okay? You can be in it twice, just not 2 weeks running for starting 11. You can be in it twice if you were bench 1 week and then starting 11 the next. So I hope that clears that up a bit. Also, I had a few questions on points. Basically, if someone has played more times in that position than someone above them, and the other person has gained quite a few points from a different position, the one who's played the most times in that position will be considered first, because he's played all them games in that position. So well done to MF Marco 01 in goal. Then you got UG Mail at left back, Liam R94 at left centre back, MF Hayo 19 at right centre back, James Owl 90 at right back, Chambo, yes, Chambo at CDM, alongside Darth Vader at right CDM, Epic Azza, familiar names there boys, at Lamb, DWR at Ram. It's Ben. Well done, Ben. You got out of West Brom and then you get Team of the Week. No coincidence there, mate. It's Ben at left striker, Captain Mac at right striker. Well done. And you do know Captain Mac has played a few games in midfield, but his points justified his spot in the striker role. And then onto the bench, your boy Nash, Akvorak. Then we got J Good 97, Rooney 10, Ryan Sav, he's back, William 1876, and then Greek God Play 2 completing the lineup. So guys, thanks ever so much. Like I said, it is the League Cup final tonight, so good luck to all you guys. We're going into the last weekend of the season. If you want to join and you want to make this grow, be a stronger league, be together, you're welcome to sign up. The link will be in the description, and I'll see you all next time.